Welcome back to another episode. How is everyone doing? I have my cup of coffee here and I'm just thinking there is so much static in the energy. I want you to visualize you being like this little antenna who has a little bit of static, and the static is like old memories and you're like, "Can they leave, please?" So I want you to respond to me. How are you doing? What's going on? How do you feel? This is a conversation. This is like you and I talking. Are you feeling a little frustrated? Are you feeling a little bit of excitement with frustration? Like, oh my God, I see it, but how do I do it? How do I get there? Almost like answers without answers, maybe? Today, I'm going to focus on career because it's something this month is going to be having a lot of movement, and I think it's already happening. I already know of some people who are already having changes and unexpected releases somehow. Energetically, when it comes to career, there is this connection to self worth, self value, and identity. The deepest form of understanding spiritually why career is something that exists. It's deeper than money. It's not really about money. It's about who you want to be and why. Right now, we are in the process of losing and letting go of a lot of masks that everyone has been wearing for a long time because there was fear to live your truth, because so much healing is happening, because the world is also losing a lot of masks. So everyone's like, oh, I mean, why wouldn't I be my true self as well? When this happens, we always see the biggest changes in career. This obviously then starts having an impact on almost how we view or respect this professionalism, this form of connecting to money, this way of valuing things. Everything starts being questioned again. So, if you are someone who at the moment is having changes in career, you are losing masks. If you're someone who's feeling like you're thriving in career, you are wearing your true authenticity. If you're someone who's contracting but expanding at the same time and it's like a push and pull, you're kind of in the middle of both, but maybe you're a little afraid of letting go of control. So I am asking you, please let go of control for yourself. This means walking into the unknown. There's no other way but accepting the unknown, accepting that you cannot know what's next. You can only know what you already have. So, this is when I ask my clients, write down all the tools that your past job, the job you don't like anymore, the job you've been doing for years, taught you. What did it teach you? What tools did it give you? I'm going to tell you a little bit about my careers I've had along the way. One of them, I think my funnest one, was being a barista. And to me, it was my funnest one because I got to experience helping in a different way. I've always been used to helping or been used to being there for others, but this way it was almost so tangible that it really taught me the tool of exchange in a deeper way, in a way where I noticed how other people measure your work, other people measure your efforts versus how you measure your own efforts. And it has a lot to do with your own abundance within, how abundant you are. So when I was a barista, I learned that it wasn't about how other people treated me, it was more about how I treated myself in my own work, in my own way of connecting. So it's when I started noticing maybe it wasn't that I overvalued people, it was that I was giving that value to the wrong people. That's some of the tools I activated there. Then there was a moment in my life where I had to do a bit of hours in the hospital, helping nurses and really being around older people who were in hospice care or people who were having challenges with their health. And a tool I activated was almost the being able to be detached to everyone's story and still empathize and still have compassion. Because when you are detached, you actually do have compassion. When you're attached, you don't see them with their strength. So I always see people strong no matter in what situation they are, because I want to activate and project back strength with empathy. And projecting back strength doesn't mean I tell them, oh my God, you got this, keep going, and I push. It means, although I see you where you are and you don't want to be there, I'm reminding you you're strong with love, with maybe not pushing, but telling you, oh my God, you can do this. Oh my God, did you just notice what you did? You actually walked one more step. So you start almost noticing their strength so they can notice their own strength. These two tools are the most important tools I needed for the past 5 years I've lived. As someone who chose to have the career that I do have, where I exposed my gifts, where I exposed myself and was very extremely vulnerable to help people and guide them in such a spiritual way. So, what tools did you activate? What tools have has your career given you? Because once you acknowledge those tools, once you activate them by giving them consciousness and being grateful for the years you've had in the career you have had, you will start the new path. Trust me, you will start the new path. There's no other way. If you're in the contracting expanding moment of your life, where you believe but you have doubt, but maybe your mental health or the way you're viewing life isn't stable or it doesn't feel stable, where maybe you have fear when it comes to money, really, really focus on the tool of self value. What is your self value? Why wouldn't you receive abundance? Why wouldn't you connect to money? Why wouldn't you be able to exchange something? So these tools are like the resources within you. This is why I always say you have what you need to get what you want. I feel like that's something that I repeat every single day at all times, because within you, you've been activating certain things along the way. Now, when we start noticing that a whole world is changing and it's dropping masks, I want to talk about the connection between all of us and how unity is always going to overpower division if you pay attention to where unity is. And that is very extremely important this month. That's why I mentioned the June's forecast that community was important this month, to stay strong, to understand that even when there is a moment of disagreeing to agree, it does not mean that we have to go to an extreme and become enemies with those around us. Get to really know who's around you. Who who would answer if you called if anything happened? Who would be there for you truly? And this is about quality, not quantity. You don't want to say, oh my God, 20 people, 30, 50 people. If you do, amazing. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but I'm saying the focus is all about quality. How much quality do people give you, and how do you unite to it? How are you giving back that quality? Everyone gets to give it back in their own way and form. But this is also kind of part of career, community for everyone. Not because you have to make it your career where you get paid, but because it's seen as exchange. Right now, what is happening is that everything that is being exchanged is real, it's raw. And the world is not so used to rawness of everything can exist in this world. Everything can be possible in this world. We just tend to go a little more into the darker side than the lighter side. Whenever something really good happens, it's like, oh, that's too good to be true. When something extremely bad happens, everyone's like, oh, yeah, there's bad people out there. I mean, where's the logic there? That's a belief system. This month is all about breaking that belief system and giving power to those who bring in unity, who truly bring in that light, who truly connect to those miracles and show those miracles on a day-to-day basis. Give those people light, unite to those people, connect to those people, uplift those people, be part of those people. So it's almost like we live in a society where it always wants to be proved wrong to be able to fix something, which is a very intense topic, by the way. But that is the society that has been created because when we are consuming a lot, there needs to be solutions for everything and anything. And that activates that instant gratification of me more than. So we always need a problem. When it comes to your inner world, it does not work that way. When it comes to your spirit, it does not work that way. So to unite with yourself, it's going to be projecting and reflecting in your career this month and probably until September. So make sure you know what tools you've been activating. Make sure you know who you are. And this doesn't mean that it won't maybe change a little bit in 2 days. I'm not the same person I was a month ago. I'm not the same person I was 2 weeks ago. Trust me, or yesterday. But my essence, my toolbox is still the same. My belief system is still the same. Still the same. The only difference is that I'm using the tool in different ways as I grow, as I mature in certain ways. Maturity is how this summer is going to kick people's booty. Maturity. Where are you not maturing? Where are you not opening your eyes? What are you not wanting to see? And again, career is like what people see as authority over their life, when in reality, it's the way you can be authority in your own life. So it's time to exchange and redefine those points of life, which is, to me, it's so exciting. And more when it comes to community. How do you want to connect to your community? We're living in this amazing time where we get to connect from one point of the world to another. So, really, there's no limit. Notice where you limit yourself. Is it because they have to believe something very specific as you? Is it because you lack self trust? When you lack self trust, you lack trust to everyone else. Notice so that you can understand what mask you are dropping. Okay, that's it for today. That is it. That is today's episode. I think I dropped too many bombs by now, but I will be back next week and I just am excited. Really good times are coming. Really good times are on their way. These really good times are us asking not necessarily just for authentic people, but for people who just do not mind opinions, people who won't mind the rule book, the old rule book we're getting rid of, people who are grounded and congruent. Those are the people that are going to thrive. And thriving, maybe for you that looks like a lot of money, maybe for other people it looks like just not just, but being with their family. For other people it's traveling, for other, whatever it looks like for you, it's divine. But again, stay true to yourself. That's the only way. Okay, I'm sending you so much love. Bye.